was your day?
Good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Missed you all day. You ready to go home?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What'd you guys do today?
Today I was working on my book project. I finished.
Woo!
And it's due tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Now you don't have any homework.
Yay.
How are the other kids at school today?
They asked if I could have the drink I brought to school.
Oh, the Prime?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted that?
Yeah. Even my friend John, he paid me some money for it.
Making money. You're such an entrepreneur.
I know, I'm really good at making money.
Runs in the family.
Mm-hmm. Hey Mom, my friends asked me today, are you on OnlyFans?
Your friends asked you that?
Yeah.
Where did they find that? Did they actually do a Google search?
Yes. I just told them that my mom's name is Courtney Tilia, and then they searched you up on Google, and it showed a picture of you with OnlyFans.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And?
They couldn't look at this stuff because it's restricted on LAOC, so they can't
Yeah.
click on anything.
Yeah.
So I just looked at photos and it said OnlyFans.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of surprised that Henny's friends had learned that I had done OF. Obviously, we have very open conversations with them, also age appropriate. So I guess we are at the age where they are beginning to Google search.
That is true. I do have an OnlyFans.
What?
What? You didn't know that?
I did not.
Yes.
What do you do on there?
All kinds of stuff. I take photos, I talk to people. A lot of people have OnlyFans. There's different things that people do on there. Sometimes people do cooking shows, sometimes people do, there's all kinds of things. A lot of celebrities have them too, DJ Khaled has one, did you know that? But there's all kinds of stuff that people do on there, and then they make money on there. So yes, I do have an OnlyFans.
They thought it was a place for people to have sex on. It's
Yeah, people do have sex on there. That is true.
Oh my God.
That is something that does happen there, and it happens there or other platforms as well.
Oh my God.
Having very open and non-judgmental and non-shameful conversations about sex is really important to me. I grew up in a household where we didn't talk about it. And so I want my kids to be able to come to me and just have open and honest conversations so that they are safe, so that there is communication, and there's just no need to pretend that it's not existing.
And some people are having sex on there, or some people are not, and are cooking or gardening. There's just all kinds of content that is on there.
Do any of your friends have OnlyFans?
Most of my friends have OnlyFans.
Don't you make money from it though?
Lots.
How much?
Lots. Do you remember when we were really poor?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when our car got taken away?
Yep.
Do you remember when we were homeless and our house flooded?
Yep.
We were broke, huh? We had no money. Well, there's an article that says that we went from bankrupt to OnlyFans millionaires because I've made over $1 million on there. So the things that we get to do now because of it, Disneyland and Universal Studios
Six
and
Flags?
our Six Flags, and we went to Hawaii and we have these new cars. It's a lot because of the money that I make on there. It pays for our life. So what do you think about that I have OnlyFans?
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
What's going on?
Just trying to get everything up and loaded and posted and content made.
2 phones.
It sounds so bougie, but because there's so much content that needs uploaded every day, and the upload time takes so much time that I can use one phone to upload on and one phone to keep things moving over here.
First world problems.
I know.
So, emotionally though, how are you doing? That's the thing that we always have to like check in on, is how you're doing emotionally, because that dictates a lot of things.
It does, because I can keep going and doing the things. I'm really good at doing the things. It's the emotional that's like can start to weigh on other things. It's like my own upbringing of like growing up religious, being told like sex is only to reproduce children.
Yeah.
And that porn stars are evil, going to hell human beings, to like going from that to like actually being the porn star.
There's still parts of you.
Parts of me that believe that they're like, is like shame, or like sometimes the like hate, I think, starts to seep in a little bit. I start to question it a little bit. And the time that it like really hit me was when that New York Post article came out and they called me a sex worker, which I mean, I guess that's probably true. It's accurate, but I just had never put the two together, so it was like kind of shocking to me and took me out for a second.
Yeah, those are tough moments.
Like, I honestly don't even know the difference between a sex worker and a porn star.
Yeah, I mean, sex work exists on a spectrum. So it could be someone like, on one end of the spectrum, you probably have porn stars, prostitutes, people who are actually doing sexual acts for it.
Yeah.
But then now, especially with the internet and OnlyFans, there's a area over here where what any OnlyFans star does could be considered sex work.
Yeah, I still don't know the difference. If I had to guess the difference between a sex worker and a porn star, the New York Post called me a sex worker when I was just posting nude comments. So I would put that as more the least on the spectrum, doing just maybe some nude work, some photos, some stuff like that. And I would put a porn star more towards the more explicit side of the spectrum, doing the Lord's work.
The big thing is like deciding that none of it is shameful.
Right.
Right? Like sometimes you get called a prostitute online, and it would be justified in those moments to be like, I'm not that because I'm not having sex with people for money. But we also like don't want to shame prostitutes in that. Like sex work is a legitimate job.
Yeah. So I think too with the going back to the shame part is like, I don't have shame for other people. It's like, it's always just been projected to myself.
No, because you're fucking kind and you have empathy for others.
I know, and I'm like, I see the beauty and the greatness, and I don't see anything wrong with it, but it's just like a self-projected, like there's something.
Why aren't you deserving of the same fucking grace and compassion that you give to others?
I am, but
What's
I don't
that?
always give that to, because I'm not always that kind with myself.
And that's the issue.
I know.
You deserve grace, and you deserve love, unconditional love, and empathy and support, and protection from that awful fucking religious shame and projection.
It's like literally the complete opposite of what like church said.
Right.
Like said that like porn stars are like the worst evil people, drugged out, and it's like, I'll never forget the first time I was like in a room with like porn stars, and everybody was like, I'm a porn star, like and I was like, wait a second, like this isn't adding up. Like the kindest, most generous, considerate, they were like, if you find anything in my bag that you want to shoot in, like any outfit, use it, any makeup, take it. I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense, because I was told you're a terrible person.
Yeah.
And that was the moment that I was like, this isn't...
Church lied.
The church lied to me. Yeah.
At times, the journey of not feeling good enough and not worthy has been so heavy. And that has such a huge impact, not only on me, but my family, because they witness me in a place where like, I don't feel good enough and I don't show up in the world as the person that I am. And that has such a profound impact on everyone. So it is hard at times.
I got so involved in the church as like my own escape from my childhood and like my dad would take me, and I was so involved that I like would not only just go to service, but I taught 3 like childcare services for like 5th graders, which is like essentially where I started teaching. And I am part of me is such a rule follower that I'm like, okay, you told me like I need to do this, 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 and this to like get into heaven or to be a good person to society. And so like I was like, that is what I will do, even if it means denying who I am.
It also told you that who you inherently were, right? Your orientation being bi was wrong.
Yeah, they did. And I denied that for so long.
I do not believe that religion and God are the same thing. Religion is a tool that was supposed to help bring people to God. In actuality, it has separated people from God and really has put people through a lot of shame and guilt and judgment. That was my experience, and I witnessed that in a lot of other people that I see, versus like, I like to go directly to the source. I'm just going directly to God. I don't need this religious component over here to help me to have a relationship.
I would never want anybody else, and especially our kids, to feel like they couldn't be themselves or they couldn't express themselves in a way that they desire.
Yeah.
Because of us or like any religion.
So that's something that you have to remember.
I know. And religion is not the same as God.
No, they're different. But you have to remember that the same grace that you want for everyone else, the same acceptance, the same unconditional love is what you are deserving of as well. And that you're not the exception. You're fucking incredible. You're unique. You are a star.
Yeah.
But you're not exceptional in that sense. Like, you deserve that as well.
Yeah.
And you have to give that to you.
I agree.
Getting that love and support from Nick has been everything in this journey for me, because he has shown me love in ways that I've never received before, that's been so unconditional and with me no matter what. It's the love that should be a baseline, in the sense that we should feel love and know we're worthy of love no matter what, no matter who we are. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. And so to have Nick be that, show me that no matter what, has been able to allow me to be who I am today.
Do what is at your comfort level and don't go beyond that. If it extends because you become more comfortable, you heal more, new desires come up, outstanding, but never do it because you think it's what you have to do in the industry or what you have to do to make money or to be relevant or, to address those ideas that it's saturated or anything like that. As a husband and a father, of course you're gonna love the parts of your wife or your children that are great. But I think as a man and as a father and as a husband, one of the best things that I can do and that I take so much responsibility and reverence with is being able to love all the parts that maybe they don't love. The parts that they would try to keep hidden, the parts that the world would tell them not to share. I see it as my job to love those parts unconditionally and almost love them out of them so that they can, be those and express those into the world and bring forth those parts that, many would say are wrong or shameful. I'm happy to be able to be that support to you.
I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Coming up on Nick and Courtney, the new American dream. How are things? How are the podcasts?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we're doing the Lord's work out here.
You're
girl.
doing the Lord's work.
That's right, the Christian porn star. That's what it is.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is me, the Christian porn star.
What do we want to do today?
We have not used this table.
That might be fun.
This would be really fun.